Hello students, today's maths class will solve some problems of exercise 8.2 related to the converse of midpoint theorem, chapter number 8, quadrilaterals, class 9. So here it goes. Question number 4 says ABCD is a trapezium in which AB is parallel to DC, BD is the diagonal and E is the midpoint of the AD and EF is a line parallel to AB, and we have to prove F is the midpoint of BC. So we have to given ABCD is a trapezium in which AB is parallel to DC, BD is the diagonal and E is the midpoint of the side AD. A line is drawn through E which is parallel to the side AB to prove that F is the midpoint of BC. So let's take the proof. In the triangle ADB, we have E is the midpoint of the side AD and EG line is parallel to AB. So we can say by the converse of midpoint theorem, this point G is the midpoint of the side BD. Now again in the next triangle BCD also we can say G is the midpoint of the side BD and GF is parallel to DC. Why we can say? As we have drawn EF is parallel to AB and this AB is parallel to DC. So we get EF is also parallel to DC. Now part of EF is GF. So we can say this GF is also parallel to DC. Now in this triangle BCD, G is the midpoint of the side BD and GF is parallel to DC. So we can say by converse of midpoint theorem, F is the midpoint of the side BC. So it's proved. Now let's talk about the next question number 5. In a parallelogram ABCD, E is the midpoint of AB and F is the midpoint of the side CD. Show that line segment AF and EC trisect the diagonal. So we have given ABCD is a parallelogram. E and F are the midpoints of the side AB and CD, and we have to prove that this diagonal DB trisected by the line segment AF and EC. So the meaning of trisection here, that is, we have to prove DP is equal to PQ is equal to QB. All these three line segments are equal to one another. This much we have to prove, so it will show that the diagonal is trisected by these two line segments AF and EC. So let's start. First of all, we have given ABCD is a parallelogram, that is AB is parallel to DC. So we can say if AB is parallel to DC, that means AE is also parallel to FC, and again AB is equal to DC, so we can take half of AB is also equal to half of DC. Now half of AB is AE. Why? Because E is the midpoint of the AB. Similarly, half of DC is CF. Why it is? Because F is the midpoint of DC. So we get the two equations where AE is parallel to FC and AE is equal to FC. So we can say by these two equations, the quadrilateral AECF, in this quadrilateral we have one pair of opposite sides is parallel as well as equal. So AECF is a parallelogram. That meaning the another pair of opposite sides AF is also parallel to EC. Now take the triangle AQC, this triangle AQC, and in this triangle we have F is the midpoint of the side DC and FP is parallel to CQ. Why? As AF is parallel to EC. So part of the parallel lines are also parallel. So we can say FP is parallel to CQ. So in this triangle DQC, F is the midpoint and FC is parallel to QC. So by the converse of midpoint theorem, P is the midpoint of the side DP. Now P is the midpoint of the DQ. So we write DP is equal to PQ. Okay. Now in the second triangle, now take the triangle ABP. In this triangle again, we have this point E is the midpoint of the AB and this line EQ, again it is parallel to AP. So we can say Q is the midpoint by the converse of midpoint theorem. Now Q is the midpoint, so we have PQ is equal to QB. So by these two equations, where equation number 3 and equation number 4 says dP is equal to PQ and again PQ is equal to BQ, that is all these three parts are same, or we can say all these three parts are equal to one another. Hence it proves that the line segment AF and EC trisect the diagonal BD. Now let's talk one more important problem of the exercise, question number 7. ABCD is a right triangle, right angled at C, a line through the midpoint M of hypotenuse AB and parallel to BC intersect AC at point D. Show that D is the midpoint of this side AC, MD is perpendicular to AC and CM is equal to AM is equal to half of AB. So given what is given conditions are there. So ABC is a right angle triangle, M is the midpoint of the hypotenuse AB, MD is line which is parallel to drawn BC. We have to prove these 3 points. So let's start the proof. As observed in this figure ABC, in this triangle, as M is the midpoint of the side AB and MD is drawn parallel to BC, so we can say by the converse of midpoint theorem, this point D is the midpoint of the side BC. Clear? One more time I am giving. M is the midpoint of the side AB and MD line drawn parallel to BC. So by the converse of midpoint theorem, D is the midpoint of the side AC. This proves the first part. Now come to the second part, where MD proved perpendicular to AC. So for this, now observe again this figure. MD and BC are two parallel lines and this line AC is the transversal. Clear? This line MD is parallel to line BC and AC is the transversal. So we can say angle on the same side of a transversal, that is this angle D and this angle C, are supplementary. Or we can say if two lines are parallel and a transversal intersect them, then the angle on same side of a transversals are supplementary. So we have angle BCD and angle CDM, this D, are equal to 180 degree. Now as we have given angle C is 90 degree, the triangle ABC is right angled at C, so angle C is 90 degree plus angle CDM, this angle D, is equal to 180. So we can get the angle CDM is 90 degree. Then after, if this line MD makes the 90 degree angle at point C, we can say MD is perpendicular to the line CA. So this proves the second part. Now let's talk about the third part, where we have to prove CM is equal to AM is equal to half of AB. Now for proving this, we will take the two triangles. First triangle is CMD and second triangle is AMD. Now we will prove these two triangles are congruent. For this, as we have given by the first part, which we have proved that D is the midpoint. So by that first part, we can say here CD is equal to AD. Correct? Then after, by the second part, we proved MD is perpendicular line. That meaning angle MDC is equal to MDA. Both angles are equal to 90 degree. And third point is this line MD is common line segment for both the triangles. So we have side, angle, side by SAS, and this angle D 90 degree included angle between this side CD and MD. So by SAS congruency, we can write both the triangles CMD and AMD are congruent triangle. Now as we know that if the triangles are congruent, then the corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. So we can write this CM is equal to the AM by the CPCT. Then M is given midpoint of the side AB. So AM is half of AB, and AM, which proved by the CPCT, is equal to CM. So we can write AM is equal to CM. Both are equal to half of AB. This proves the third part. In this way, we have proved all the three parts of this question.